Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Wednesday, May 6th. Hope everybody had a fantastic end of your trading day yesterday. And looking forward to a nice day today. We had obviously some really strong price action here throughout the well, pretty much evening to morning. We had a huge rip to the upside, and now we've just been kind of ripping back down to the downside here. Not looking to take a short here, as I know an AVT setup here occurred. A few negative things to it. Most one that I'll get into my analysis here is that we are in a buyer unbalanced volume area here. Gave this to my signal members here in our trading room. We do not want to be shorting down back into here. So this is an area you want to avoid on the shorts. We will look for a long, even though I'm not really too thrilled with this 120 range candle. But let's take a look here and kind of give you our analysis for the morning. Again, I already spoke about this unbalanced volume area sitting right here. This is with buyers. We've got a key level at the 28,250, the 28,207, and another buyer unbalanced volume area sitting here at the 28,151 to the 28,112. Below us, we already talked about these, but we got a signal here, and then another unbalanced volume from buyers down here at the 850s to the 815, and then some key levels at the 27,760 and the 27,731. Be taking a look at this. I do like that movement right there. Let's take a look at the ES, see if I can get through this one pretty quickly. Again, big piece of buyer unbalanced volume here on the ES at the 73.20 to the 72.99. Again, I will not be looking for shorts in this band here. Okay, not looking for shorts in this band here. Not looking for shorts in this band below us. This to me is an extremely important band this morning on the ES at the 72.84 to the 72.66. Two key levels smack in the middle at the 72.79 and the 72.76. Key area for us. Another key area right here. A lot of volume sitting here at the 73.29, 72.17 with key levels at the 28 and the 25. Again, I would not be shorting in these in this band here. So let's take a look at the 120 here. Got a nice little leg up here. Let's see if we can continue that momentum. Now taking a look at the ES there. Kind of had an up and day trading day yesterday. Finished the stream off minus 800. Ended up taking a trade with my signal members in, I think it was in golds, and took a small loss in golds, and then I took a long actually on the NQ that I had a pretty hefty target. I told all my members that that target would get hit by the, unfortunately got stopped out, and price action reversed all the way to that target and then some. So that kind of stunk. Not the greatest risk to reward here on this trade, as the value area high is sitting all the way up here at the 28,240. Would not mind taking a long from the point of control down here, as this is a very, very good risk to reward. We are in our buyer unbalanced volume area. So for me, the A plus entry would be here at the 28,355. Again, would be very nice risk to reward. We could still target the value area high. We could have our stop real tight here at the break of structure. Again, I know it's a pretty small stop loss for such a big move, but I like that risk to reward play there. ES on this leg here is, so our leg would look like this. But as we can see, this is very overextended. First move of the morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we want to stay within that 3 to 5 bar. That's going to be our A plus. 6 brings it to like a B. 7 brings it to like a C. This is an 8, so this is no bueno for me right there. Now, granted, if we had a level, down here, again, I would not mind taking, you know, 3 or 4 points of risk to try to capitalize on 6 or 7. So on these longer legs, if you do get a very, very nice risk to reward scenario, I'll take a look at those, but otherwise, stay away. So we will put one here at the point of control. And super tight risk here at like the 36, I think right there. And then we can be targeting the value area high. So it's about 19 points of risk there with a 64 point target. So I know super lofty goal there, but I got no issues risking 19 points on that move. And we are in again a balanced, unbalanced volume area here from buyers. So I like that. I like this play here. And if we break structure here back to the upside, so if we break structure right here, you know, we'll cancel this out and we'll look for the next leg here. Doing good so far, J-Loves. Thanks for asking, bud. Close to a tap there. Yeah, so as I was stating yesterday, kind of up and down. Got unfortunately stopped out on an NQ long. And just to kind of see the price reverse, that AVT setup that was our last trade yesterday that I ended up closing early. Again, not the best move there on that closeout early. That obviously went to full take profit as well. So kind of gave up. I think it was like 49 points there. So not the greatest day of trading. Did end up taking an ES trade long on a setup towards the afternoon, and made about 800 on that trade. Still ended off the day, I think it was like minus 839 bucks. Paul, good morning. Tiger, good morning. Joe, Gene, Rob, Greg, William, Keith, Joe, Steve, Joel, Max, John, good morning to all. All right, we'll take this one off here. All right, nice little push here to the upside. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a long here at the point of control. So again, looking at along here at the point of control, sitting at the 28,445 and a quarter. Just going to be targeting break of structure back here back to the upside. And this one's got risk of 49 points and a profit target of 56 points. Almost to entry there. Didn't get filled. Please check the order price. The price is outside the price limits set for this product. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but that was a really strong, I don't know what that meant. Price was outside of the, I don't know what the fuck that meant. Well, they're all in. That was a weird error. I don't think I've ever seen that. It said price is outside of the affected price range. I don't know what the fuck that means. We did get a flip there, so I'm going to reduce risk here just by a bit. Get to about 29 points. So we did hit about 30 points there in profit. Have you guys ever seen that error message before? I got this error message on that entry that said the order was outside of the affected price range. Not sure. Let's see where are we at here. It's 47, 48. Little push, little push, little push. All right, I saw 51 there. I'll take that right there. Nice little trade there to start the morning. Actually, a beautiful trade to start the morning right there. 50.25 points. Nice little basic strategy. And we'll recap it. 1, 2, 3, 4 legs up. We obviously had a break of structure right there as well. So nice little uptrend right there. Waited for our first retracement bar, which came right here. Fixed volume profile tool to incorporate just this leg, which looked like this. And you had a few options here on your entry. I think the logical one for me, it kind of just stands out, which is why I love this strategy, is your point of control offered you the best risk to reward. Right down here, I think we were risking 46 points on this trade originally. And we were targeting the break of structure up here, which was, I think, 56? If my memory serves me right, it was 56 points up here. So way down, did get an entry here. Got an error on one of my account on... So, I don't even think it was an account. I think it was just an error. It was something about the price was outside of the affected range. I had never seen that error message, but anyways. Once we got this flip right here on this bar, this is my setup. So I got a green footprint candle, negative delta. So then I brought up my stop to right here. Effectively, I was risking, I believe it was 29 or 30 points here. And we took 50 points on our take profit there, a little over 50 points. So super nice trade here to start the morning. It does look like we've got another. It's kind of snoozing here. Ooh, shnikes. It was right at our fucking entry too. Man. Right there, you could have taken a long at the value area low. Got a lot of liquidity sitting up here too. Alright, kind of missed out on that one. No big deal. I'm going to move, I'm going to switch accounts here now too. Switch my group here to group number 3. As group number 2 is in really nice profit here already for the morning. Let's make sure we get all these right here. Gold 995. Okay, everybody is in the right. Everybody's in the right group. They are. Great. Good job, Tiger. All right, looks like a whole bunch of my Signal members got some nice profit on that trade too. Good job, Max. Good job, Rob, Gene, Keith, Max. Not really sure what happened on the not really sure what happened on the entry there. And I mean I understand that price action spiked down pretty strong. to our entry. But it looks like they all got filled. Did my cash account get filled? Yes, it did. Up $100. Nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if I go to my trade copier, that group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they all got filled. I don't know. That was very bizarro. So Max on my single group saying it went so fast on Tradeovate it froze for a few seconds for me. Maybe that was it. So yeah, a few people saying that Tradeovate froze on them too. All right, well at least I'm happy I got filled and I know we went into some drawdown there. Shit. I don't think that's right. Was it this? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, that did go into a decent amount of drawdown. Let's see here what that was. Yeah, 25 points. A little over 25. And the unique thing about, you know, having my leader accounts as a as a 300k eval, I got 3 different ones for each group, so I could trade them on the so I could trade those on the NQ. Everything's on the NQ chart, and then they get cross traded to all my fundeds on the micros. But the interesting part is that the evals are obviously trading on the E-mini, and I've had the same 3 evals now. Shit, what is this now? We're in the 5th month. Shit, it's been 5 months. And they're all like, one's at like 12K, one's at 9K. So I'm like, man, if I was just trading these all on the E-minis, that would have been some super profit towns. But slow and steady. You know, you have a few bad trading sessions with the E-minis, and you're obviously out of the game. Morning, Nate. All right, so I'd like to see a retracement bar here now, as we are getting into this kind of healthy little move now to the downside. I have switched my groups now, so I am trading a different group. I'm going to lock in those profits on group 3 or 2 it was. Let's take a look at context here. Now we're getting a little overextended here. So I'll map this one out just to kind of see where my risk looks like here. But this is already 6 bars here. So this would already drop down to like a B setup. We are getting a little bit closer now too to that buyer unbalanced volume area that I had pictured down below. So what do we got up here? This is about 25 points. All right, so what I will do here is I will set a sell limit here at the 28,475.50, and put this right here. And let's see, we're just targeting point of control is not the best risk to reward, but it's still positive 1-to-1, so. And we're still pretty far away from our unbalanced buyer area here, that if we could want to go retest this area here, that would be a win for us. So I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that risk, especially on a fresh group. So I lock in my profits already on the previous group. And again, guys, if you made 50 points, you call it a day too. I mean, that's never a bad strategy. I feel like my camera's crooked here a little. There we go. All right, so that was a pretty strong price action back to the upside here. Let's see if we get a quick little drop here, or we're going to continue back to the upside. Bulls look pretty strong right here. Again, if we can get a flip here, so if this turns, if this delta stays positive and we do get a red footprint candle, which would be fantastic. That footprint candle would end somewhere right around here. I could drop my risk down to right about here, which I would think would take about 10 points off of risk there. So making it about a 20-point trade. But we still got some work to do to get to that point. It's about 20 points in drawdown here. Don't think we're going to get a flip here at all, so risk is going to have to stay where it's at. And again, we got a lot of work to do here, but for those risk reward junkies, you know, this is like the golden TP over here at the 386. That's like probably a 3-to-1. But again, a lot of work to be done still. Hopefully we can flip it here. If we could flip it here, we could even reduce our risk even more. If we can flip it. Again, a lot of work to be done, but just trying to give you guys a precursor here. We can drop our stop to about the 84s, I would think, 85s. If we can get a flip here and this stays with this positive delta. Take one of those little headline spikers to the downside right now. Same one we got on our entry before would be great. Got a little slippage in our favor. Be nice. Pretty much back to break even. Let's see who wins this fight here. Come on, one little push down here. All right, so risk is going to get reduced there to about 14 points of risk there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, I took it right there, 31 points. Nice trade. Beautiful trade. And like I said, for those risk to reward junkies, your big prize was down here. I mean, you got some pretty big fucking balls for that one, but that was a nice move. All right, that's 81 points on the NQ, man. I think that's a good morning. 82 points on the NQ. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, no, I'm the only thing would look at this point would be your IB high low. As far as the setups this morning, I think they've paid out quite handsomely. Got both groups in the green, which is great. Top step X is in the green, which is great. Nice trade right there. What's that? 30 points. And 30 points, and then our earlier short. Where to go? Where to go? Oh, that's where we at. Hmm, 50 points. Yeah, 80 points today. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's take a look here. Let's get our... I think I know the answer to this, but anybody still in this one? Trying to get to this break of structure to the downside? I think I know the answer to that one, but... Let's do that one over again. Let's take this guy off. clear. And if I want to get real finicky, no, I think group. Keep it on this group here. So I've got Replicano, and I also have a trade copier from Affordable Indicators. Currently, I'm using Replicanto. I did look at some of the updates on the Affordable Indicators. I think Affordable Indicators trade copier is the most by far feature-rich trade copier that's out there. It does drain a little bit more on the resources than Replicanto. They're both local based, so they're both local on your Ninja. So it's not like a cloud based trade copier like TradeSyncer. And I want to say that they're both around the same price point. I want to say maybe Replicanto might be a little bit cheaper. So Replicanto's $2.99 for one license. You could add another machine, which I have. I actually have 3 licenses with them because I've got one for here, one for my machine upstairs, and then one for my laptop when I'm traveling. And then Affordable Indicators is so trade copier only is $175. Account risk manager is $235. So that's, you know, you could put in like your own daily loss and profit goal limits per account. Out of liquidation when thresholds are hit, funded in cumulative account goal tracking. I mean, it does a lot more than Replicanto. I mean, it's not even close. And then the full, the entire suite of them is $295. So a little bit cheaper than actually Replicanto. Prop firm challenge perimeter tracking. And I don't know if they have, I know they were running a discount. Oh yeah, 20% off. So they're running a 20% off on that. That's dirt cheap. I would say affordable is probably the way to go. I know there's a link in my description of my video. I honestly don't know if the 20% goes on that or not. I don't think it does, but just to answer questions. Exit shield, rejected orders, ATM strategies. And then my order management system, which I have here on the right hand. You can't see it on screen, but on my right hand side, I do use affordable indicators. I think they are. This is by far the greatest, and I've explained it many times as to why. One of the biggest limitations in Ninja is is how they do their charting. So like if you've got one window with several charts inside of that window, all of those charts, so all of those tabs that you have at the bottom are going to always be on the exact same account. So you can't change accounts within a window. Now you can open up a new window and change a different account there. But like for me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 charts on this window. So all of these are on the same window, but you know, all of these accounts minus gold's on a separate account, which is a perfect example of how this really works well. So for instance, on gold, you've got some prop firms that don't allow you to trade gold. So I could switch over to this gold chart, take a trade, and I'm trading on a different group that allows me to trade. So it's Tradeify and Lucid. Both of them allow me to trade gold. So I have a leader account here, trade copied, that allows me to do it. And I don't need to be switching charts. Another big one, the ATM. So like if you're on the NQ and you've got your ATM, and I've got buttons for my ATM. Like I wish I could show you guys this. So like my ATMs here, you know, I've got a button for 10 points. I got a button for 15 points. You can see the preview right there on the screen. 10 points, 15 points, 20 points, 30 points. And I can switch these in a matter of a second. I don't have to be dropping down. I don't have to be dropping down on anything. Let me just talk it in. I didn't get that one right. Switch this over to the 2-minute, which is what I like to see it on. All right, so IB today is set. IB highs at the 28,506. IB lows at the 28,335. So as I was saying on the ATM strategy, so like this is the NQ chart, and I can switch between these ATMs just in a click of a button. So I'm not dropping down and looking for the ATM. But then if I switch over to the ES, I have all my ES ATMs set here. So 3 points, 4 points. Those are already preset as buttons. And I don't need to, you don't run the risk of making the mistake of of setting an ES ATM on an NQ chart where the ES is only going to get, maybe you're only targeting 3-4 points. You're stopped out of the NQ trade like in a heartbeat like that, just on an accident or on a mistake. So it really is affordable indicators. This order entry management thing is awesome. And then like another example that I think is super awesome. I'm probably trying to, let me go on the 120 so I don't put this in an area where I actually get into an order. So right here, if I go on the buy click, it uses the chart trader like how we're all used to on Ninja. But the beauty of this is if I put an order in there, I already see where my TPs are for my ATM, but I can adjust them before the entry. Can't do that on Ninja. Can't do that on the regular chart trader. So you can already adjust all of your TPs to where you need them to be at. So it has a lot of really, really great features. I can't stress it enough. I think that this is, and I used to use, I'm gonna go back to my, oh no, that's gonna stay on 30. Let's go back to the 30 range so we can get ready for this IB if we get it. I used to use the Trade Devils order management, which is good, but really the only thing that they offered was an easier chart trader, a close and buy at the end of the bars, which, with my mechanical strategy, the inside bar, I was using that a lot. But you have all of that here. So like I can switch this to, if I press this button on close, if the next bar closes as a green bar, it'll automatically take the trade for me, which is great because if you're looking for a flip, you can get into those flips really quickly. And then it has a bunch of other features, like where you can attach it to an indicator, you can get a signal from an indicator. It's got, I mean, the feature list is super long. Another thing too is that you can your preview, you can have this do your risk to reward as well. So like if you want to only take 2% of your account balance, it'll position size it for you accordingly. It'll tell you obviously what your risk to reward is on the trades. It may sound like a commercial for it, but I truly do like it a lot. Yeah, affordable indicators. And of course, I mean, it's not free. It's there's a cost to this one. And then the new update to their trade copier, which I think is awesome. I watched the whole YouTube video on it during my last drive in my Tesla. It was they integrated now the trade copier into this order management system. So now you can select between your groups, your leader groups, everything. And I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that over the weekend. But the feature list on it looks pretty sick. All right, there was a tap. No flip there yet. Let's keep an eye out on the 60 range. Ooh, that was a flip there on the... Let's bring this guy down. About 11 points of risk here. Let's see if we can capture a nice little trade here. Doesn't look like we're going to. We got a flip on the 30, which is my tightest range. So risking 11 here for 15. It's gonna be tight. Oh, we got stopped out of that one. All right, so maybe they're so we didn't get the flip on the 60 over here, but we did get the flip on the 30 range. So my rule says take it. I took it. So risked at about 11 there. And this IB trade's just been killing it too lately. I mean, the Just the win rate's been fucking fantastic. We did get a flip up here. No flip on the 60. All right. Well, I think I'm done for the day, guys. Up 1,500 for the day, which, sorry, I just got late. What broker is this? This is Ninja Trader. All right, I'm gonna call it a day for the session. Up about 80. Well, we ended up taking about 70 points there of profit there on the NQ. So super nice morning. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you guys soon.